And for tonight, for today, for this slow walk, the last one or the next one, depends on how you see it, on my nifty little list is an Alinor Crest Townhouse. It is by our dear Siladis or Vargadis. And there is a little note to it. Oh, I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled to see this. I hope all of you have gotten up, moved around a little bit, have gotten a cup of tea, coffee, or maybe something stronger, depending on what you like. And there's a little note here, well, a description, I should say. And I shall read it to you. Inside Tokyo's crazed tiny apartment, as seen on Tokyo Lens YouTube channel, this is the crazy tiny apartment. The real deal is even crazier than my build. Due to the stairs and my wish to build up, to get the beautiful Alinor view, I had to make the apartment a little longer than the real apartment. It's outside on the courtyard of the Alinor Townhouse, and other doorways are blocked, so only one way to go. Thank you so much. The idea is to build at least one more tiny apartment in one of the rooms. Oh, how interesting. Ah. Okay, and in the note, I'm going to read the note as well because I think that's quite interesting. In the guild community that our dear Siladis is part of, her good friend and the leader gave her a challenge, or that is how Siladis took the challenge. He linked a video to Tokyo Lens and said, an interesting ESO housing challenge. More crazy tiny houses from Japan. It's very crazy, actually. And Siladis, of course, replied, challenge accepted. Oh, wow. I read craziest tiny apartment and I read Alinor Crest Townhouse. I was like, okay. Okay. Oh, this sounds so fantastic. I'm so glad. I hope you're saying it was a very fun build. I hope all of you are always going to have fun builds like this one. Can I? Yes, I hope I can. I have spelled everything correct. There we go. And I shall take a stare. All right. Oh, of course, little guest book. Oh, is a little bit virgin, this little guest book. Ooh, not so fast, Ree. Go slow. Yes, we have learned. You closed off all the doors. Very nice. Very good. Did you were saying in the notes that the challenge is to build another one. We are at 383 of 600. Everyone, very good. Closing all the doors. So leading us along. This is such an interesting apartment. Well, townhouse. And I think a lot of people are looking at this house and go like, the floor, the floor. Did it have to be the Alinor Crest townhouse for you because of the slots or because why? Ah, very good. Oh, oh, so everybody watch this space when Siladis returns. You shall see another tiny apartment from Tokyo Lens appear here in one of the rooms. Ah, the view, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, we're talking about Tokyo. Hmm. Interesting. There are such interesting places in Japan. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. Mm, I was just thinking about the view and how that was the reason why, or the reasoning why you went to go for this particular house. And it made me think of it made me think of Kyoto, not of Tokyo, but Kyoto. Mm. Ah, I see. That is an interesting approach. Yes. If it exists, of course. I mean, sometimes it doesn't exist. Mm. Tiny, a tiny apartment. No, no. I mean, like, um. So what I was thinking in regards to view, because the Alinor Crest Townhouse has a very particular view, and it reminded me more of Kyoto than it did of Tokyo. Um, because Tokyo has a very dramatic skyline, right? And Kyoto does too, but in Kyoto you do have traditional Japanese buildings in the mix with all the others too, which gives the town a very different look. Also, very very Japanese look. Look, everyone. Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. No, no. But that is, I was thinking that is a quite interesting point that you're making. And that is the choice for the house, and it makes so much sense. And I know it's beyond that door, but I want to be really slow here and keep everybody a little bit more in suspense um, in regards to this, because I'm just it is so difficult. It is also so difficult if you think about this tiny apartment need, because um, Tokyo is such a huge, intense place, and it's there are so many people crammed inside that town or that city, and you have very, very little room to work on. Presentation angst. Oh, darling, you mustn't be you mustn't be at all. And I have seen the blueprint for that little apartment, and I think it's really intense. The bathroom situation kind of reminds me of the bathroom situation on a boat. Yeah, it's the necessity or the need for the populations of both Yokohama and Tokyo and other mega cities to live a very minimalistic life. For one, because if you're constricted and constrained when it comes to room, you can't have a lot of things, right? Because you simply don't have room for it. So there's a sense of minimalism in the living style, the lifestyle of the people there. And then the buildings, not only do they have to comply with everything regarding earthquakes, because Japan is an earthquake prone country and tsunami prone too. So the buildings, the structures have to be architecturally designed in a particular way so that they can withstand situations like that. And you have to cram in a lot of people in very, very small spaces. And yeah, very fascinating. Intense fascinating. Yeah. Of course. And you make the place no matter where you live, no matter which kind of place you inhabit, it is your own. And you, by inhabiting it, by being there, it becomes yours. And it doesn't matter whether you have a lot of stuff in it or not. It is because of you that it has the characteristics, or it becomes your place. Mm. Aww. This is very sweet. This is very sweet, Siladis. Now, everybody is, of course, on the edges of their seats, and they all want to know. Crazy tiny apartment. Oh, wow. Look, everyone, look. Oh, my. Wow. Okay, wow. Oh, my, wow. Okay, yes, yes. Very tiny place too here, and ah, gorgeous, gorgeous sunlights out. You have. You have, but I love it. I love it so much. It is such a beautiful space indeed. I really appreciate you're sticking with the Alinor, um, theme here. Ooh, little overgrown hedges here too. Yes, cherries. So really, ooh, can you see everybody? A ring board, and there's a little light up there too. Oh, this is so interesting, and I really appreciate that marble. The Eleanor walls are just glorious. Oh, wow. Mm. Yes, Shimina. And I feel like sometimes certain pieces are by definition a little bit wonky, and because of that, they do not want to comply all that much. And you have to fiddle about with them and then have words potentially, maybe. Wow. I really love that you included a little dial board here. Oh, up we go. Mm. Oh, lovely painting choice. Beautiful and so elegant and so glorious. What an amazing place already. Beautiful flowers making their reprisal from downstairs already. Really, it has weird cracks. Hmm. I mean, maybe this is because the architect needed to design it so it's earthquake safe. If we find some, we know it must be because it's about earthquake safety. um, I really appreciate that. That's so nice. Do you remember perchance how long it took you roughly to to master the challenge? Oh, so glorious. So glorious. Oh, and another lovely painting there. Aww. On and off a month. All right. Evening hours, I see. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm asking you guys these weird questions, and sometimes you can't have an answer for me because it you don't set a stopwatch and then you go off and build. That's really not what you do. You do what you do because you love doing it and you have a passion for it, or someone challenged you. So, but I'm just trying to grasp when I'm asking this, I'm trying to grasp just how much has gone into it, and that is in the time and effort that you put into it, and the creative energy that went into it, that can't be accounted for in number of hours or days or anything like that, but it gives me a good estimate, and I understand a little bit just how much went into it. And sometimes it takes even longer, some designs and some builds take even longer than that, than a week or a month or like that, because there might be roadblocks. There might be things that don't work, and you have to go through a number of iterations to find what works ultimately, because maybe you're stubborn and you don't want to give up, So I think that's that's why I'm asking, basically, to try to understand just the effort and passion that went into it. Yes, working. Right. You really, Priscilla? I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think everybody designs in their own pace. And because of that, um, your designs always stand out and have their own touch to it, have their own beauty to it. And I think, there's people who really, really thrive and love challenging themselves, building really fast. So that's also why there might be a speed building challenge in the future over on the Real End game if you're into that. But I understand when you want to do your thing and you do you. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. Unless you live on an island and you're into coconuts, then have all the coconuts you want. Um, that's and she mean and Siladis, that makes so much sense, but it speaks to something. And I have alluded to you before that there is a weird discrepancy in many of our societies where work and chores and taking care of a child um, are two different things. But try to wrap around your head that raising a child and doing chores at home, those are two separate jobs, and they're two separate job descriptions. So not only do you have a day job you went to, you did two more jobs at home. And the thinking in our society often is that the job you do at home is not a job, it's not labor, if that makes sense. But it is, and it is always a labor of love. And that's where we need to talk about equality a little bit. And we need to understand that the home and family is a component of a we. And if that is so, all have a part in it. Thus, the labor should be pulled by the we and not one. And there should be an understanding for that labor being exactly that. And sometimes it helps if you reverse roles for about a week. Sometimes 24 or 48 hours is enough to understand and to grasp the other person's point of view. And, I can see why, or I have seen multiple times over and over and over again, how burned out, particularly women are, when it comes to being their own self. Mm. Mm. Yes, darling, you are, and I see you. Mm. No, absolutely. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Mm. Mm. There's conflict, and this has something to do. This has nothing to do with you so much. It has something to do with our society and how we, as a society, do not recognize that this is labor, and it doesn't. It's divorced from the idea that it is a child you love. It you love her. she's your she's your baby, right? And you are willingly doing things always for love, right? But it doesn't take away from the fact that it is labor, and it it comes at a price. And I want you to understand how crucial it is, how important it is that you listen to your body and realize you can only give the care and love to your child if you can give that to yourself, and accept that you can share in the responsibilities. And if there's, you know, we need to, as a society, be able to create that understanding and create the perspective change, right? And that's why I'm saying reverse the roles. If if that helps understand the other's perspective, I think that is really useful. Yes, you do. You need to find the book. It's very good. It is a really good book. Oh, you have, I see. You have started training her in the ninja ways. You know what I also want to remind you of? I've had this pleasure and opportunity of being able to show lovely abodes by a mother-daughter team on stream. And it's the sweetest thing. Just think of it as, think that maybe one fine day, yes, isn't it? One fine day, maybe there is something you share, the two of you, so much, and you have a passion for it, that you two decide to do something together. Isn't this, you know, I just, want you to understand the internalized shame that some feel like they're a bad mom or a bad wife or anything like that. It is internalized from our society, and it has nothing to do with the love you have for the significant other and the children. These are two things, and it also should serve as a reminder that this world is dual. Two things often can be true at the same time. And there's conflict there, but we can accept that they both exist at the same time, and we can slowly find our way to accept them and to handle them. And it starts with getting help when you need it, and all the sleep too. Oh, and I'm so thrilled. I was so thrilled to hear that you are getting the sleep that is so necessary. And you can rest and return to yourself. Maybe it's in the cards. You never know where she might go. You might be surprised. Mm. Mm. And all the more, I'm so thrilled to be here in the presence of a little challenge you conquered. You decided to create something very, very tiny, constrained, constricted, with great can beauty in a very large abode, with a grand view. After someone's challenged you, this is so interesting. Mm. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is a small thing for some of us, but such a huge, huge step for you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear it, Siladis. Slowly returning to yourself in in the course. Of course, it's huge. I mean, I think for others it might be really rough or really difficult to wrap their heads around this idea of not being able to sleep right. And if you do, you're not waking up on your own. This is very scary thoughts and a lot of stress on top of all the stress you already have, right? And so I'm just really glad the path is there, and you can finally sleep, rest. And it's I think when after a stressful period, we finally are able to sleep restful, peaceful, and wake up, it is a miles difference. Oh no, darling, thank you, because you're here. You're giving us this piece with lovely, wonderful paintings. And I'm sure this must have been a little bit finicky. We have already discovered that these Alinor furnishings tend to have a few peculiar, peculiar little mm, mm, characteristics, shall we say, that may have resulted in you maybe having words. Maybe you have had to take a pause and a break and decide, okay, I shall return to this and fiddle about with it. But for now, I had enough. Or maybe you've approached it a little bit more gentle. Oh, and also for those of you who are interested in seeing what the layout is to this particular apartment, it's in Siladis's showcase on the house folio. You can find it there for sure. A blessing and a curse, I understand. And we have already agreed that if there are a few little cracks and crevices, they are there, of course, on purpose to ensure safety. Oh, yes, true. We should mention this. It is Vargadis on the house folio. Yes, yes. In game and on Discord, you can see the showcase being named that. And there are screenshots, and there's a screenshot as well of the layout and sort of blueprint of this particular little tiny, tiny, tiny apartment. Earthquakes, earthquakes. Mm. Yeah, I mean, uh, do we know what we live upon? We are hurtling through space on a little rock that is somehow holding together, and there's lovely, glorious water on it, and all different forms of life. But not only are we hurtling through space on this little, glorious little rock, but the places we live in are on tectonic plates that want to move around from time to time, either alongside each other or one slips under the other. And when that happens, the earth shakes and everything upon it shakes and rattles. Oh my. They do love to snuggle. They do. Like, it's also quite fascinating how that works, and this movement is um technically it's quite minute, but the effect is so huge, because of course the tectonic plates are really huge, but it is absolutely fascinating. And of course that can result into having to deal with a typhoon too, and tsunamis, and all that. I mean, a typhoon is a weather phenomenon, but the tsunamis are such dangerous, but powerful and breathtaking events. It's quite impressive. They do. They do. And, sometimes they don't smooch, under one another, but they create glorious mountains. Isn't that fascinating? It's just, yeah, our Earth's history is very old and fascinating and interesting. You can still see um, remnants of the geological history, that is. Mm. Mm. They're quite hot for each other. This is so funny. Silanis, this is so hilarious. Are you? Oh, oh my. Yeah, it is, um, it is fascinating. Yet, of course, there's this sense of loss and devastation that these natural events cause. And it's quite, oh wow, look everybody, look. It is so dramatic, right? And I understand the fascination because to some of the phenomena we don't know so much. Like I told you about Steve. I'm sure you all remember when we were talking about Aurora Borealis and how ESO has done a good job to, well, being close enough to the rarity of an Aurora Borealis in real life in our world. Mm. And then I told you about Steve, and that phenomenon not being quite understood and clear when it happens and how. And yeah, there's still research about it, and so much in this world and around our world in this universe we don't understand just yet. There's more research needed. We must dig deep sometimes and move away a couple of layers and understand what lies beneath. Mm. Even if that is on the subatomic particle level. Yes. Mm-hmm. Like a magical creature. Yeah, like something that you don't um you don't see very often, that yeah is a phenomenon that can be quite fascinating. I mean, in other places you do have them quite often, right? And then that it has become something of a, well, yeah, it's a usual kind of thing here, you know. It's not something special in a sense, but at the same time it still is. Just because there is more occurrences doesn't mean the event isn't um, any less special or any less fascinating. You just get used to it more. Everybody, are you ready? I really love the lighting here, and I can't emphasize enough how much I appreciate you sticking to these particular walls. Oh, beautiful. Oh, how lovely. Oh, look, everybody, look. Oh, can you see? Beautiful window here. Glorious view, what we can see through the door. Little lovely, wonderful light on the ceiling, and of course there's a little doormat. Now in Japan, you would, of course, pull off your shoes, take them off, leave them at the door. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I so get why. Okay, now I get why everybody. Oh, look, look. Oh, magnificent. Fantastic use here for the furnishings. Beautiful little figurine here. Wow. Wow, look everyone, look. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice, Silaris. Yeah, that is a very nice thought that people can certainly try play around with the time control or the time of day control and see the apartment in a different light, literally. Wow, I really appreciate this. You know, you're using Alinor furnishings, but then you use such fantastically versatile in well uh, mundane everyday furnishings. Oh, how lovely. Look, everybody, look. Super, super tiny. That is the time control if you guys want to play around with it. Little cold rack here, very important, right by the door. Oh, wow. Oh, a little figurine here too. Maybe you all recognized who that is. Tai Sahan. Wow. Wow. Oh yes, very, very tiny. Look, everyone, look. Oh wow, okay. Look. Oh, can you see? Little box there, few towels, figurine and other things cluttered into this wonderful shelf. The wonderful, beautiful figurine up here too. Oh, plural. Oh, also very nice. We do have a little sewing kit and a wonderful little spool. Beautiful painting there. Lovely figurine and books. Oh, and flowers. Do you see also very nicely placed those flowers there in the little wonderful vase? Glorious lighting. Beautiful clutter here, everybody. Oh, there's cake. There's cake, everyone. Oh, how lovely. And of course, a little cushion to sit. Beautiful little cushion to sit. Gorgeous, gorgeous lighting. I mean, I'm saying sitting, but of course you would probably kneel. Oh, wow. Amazing. More little yarn here. Oh, oh, and what an amazing view. I love this. I love this so much. Oh, this is so glorious. Aw, I love cake. Um, in we had we visited this wonderful, glorious snow globe home. Maybe you guys remember. And there was cake on the bedside table. And I thought, what a glorious idea to have cake before bed. A little bit of sweet on your lips, sending you off to glorious, sweet, lovely, lovely dreams. Mm. It is truly, truly stunning. I would agree with Totes here. It's beautiful. It is so dramatic, so elegant. I'm very tempted. I'm so, so tempted. Oh, amazing. And can you see? Just can you see? There's a little wonderful spinning wheel and a chair. Beautiful. Wonderful little chest. Ah, few socks here and a pair of trousers, everyone. And what a cozy bed. So comfortable. Cheeses of Tamriel, everyone. Cheeses of Tamriel. Oh, really? Gornia State? Yeah, it is. I understand. It doesn't correspond to Tokyo, right? So, um yeah. I mean, there are very modern apartments, well, houses really, built by very visionary architects in jungles. Um, it's really interesting. You can do that, but it doesn't correspond to Tokyo, of course, and that is why this is such a good choice here. Um, and the view, that's why I was meandering about. Yeah, it makes sense in Kyoto and in Tokyo, because of course um, in Tokyo you are often very, very high up in a skyscraper in a super, super tiny apartment. Mm. Ah, I see. Okay, so you didn't have to like scrap everything and then start here from scratch. That is a good thing. I mean, of course, you sometimes, you know, looking at different houses and finding out where certain things will work best. That is part of the process, of course. Mm. Oh, good. That's very good. I mean, you still have a lot of slots left here, and of course, everybody knows to keep their eyes peeled for when Siladis returns and builds the second crazy tiny apartment in another um, part of this abode, because there's still room, literally. Oh, I really appreciate the cheeses of Tamriel here. They make me giggle. Amazing. Really amazing. Glorious lighting too. Very dramatic painting here. Oh, really? Okay. I see, I see. So this is more haziness with the sun setting a little bit. But you know what? What do you think? Yeah, I mean, for people, it's different for everybody. I think there are certain hours of the day or time of day control that have sweet spots in specific places and specific abodes. And I think in some, also it depends, of course, highly on the build. Um, but yeah, it's quite interesting to see the difference. And in certain places, the haziness, um, in my opinion, has can add like a lot of atmosphere to whatever it is that you're building. Like the Gornier estate has a little bit of haze around in the dusk and dawn hours, in particular, and similarly in abodes in like the Merrywine estate, for instance, there too. But there we've talked about how they've gone a little bit above and beyond with the haze and the glow in that particular area. Mm. Oh, very good. Right, right. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, it's why you close doors. It's why you don't fiddle about with lights. But if you can have a little go at the time of day, of course, can depend a little bit on preferences here. I think, midnight is sometimes really, really nice for certain builds to help them shine a little bit and to help them stand out just a little. But that's just me, right? Mm. I really love that you fill the shelves and you decided to fill the shelves. Did you see there's also a little dagger there? There's a little scabbard. So much lovely detail here. I really appreciate that. This is so nice. Oh, so lovely. And think of what an amazing view you'd have in here. Going to sleep, gazing out a little bit into the amazing city, reading a few words about the cheeses of Tamriel. Yes, it so is. It absolutely is. So fantastic. Oh, look, everyone. Oh, look. Washing machine. Is it the washing machine? This looks so much like the washer. Oh, look. Yes, washing machine, everybody. Yay. Oh, and I do love all the fabric there. Oh, and the construction. Look, there's knobs. There's knobs too. Yes, the laundry basket. Look. There's clutter in there too. There's more trousers and dirty socks and other clothes that need washing. Oh, fantastic. What a lovely detail too. Can you see everybody? I know I'm geeking out about dirty socks and trousers, but it's I just really appreciate that. It's a tiny piece, but it is so. I'm sure all of you, when you go to bed, you pull off your socks, and maybe other things too, and maybe you have a shower before you go to sleep. And those are everyday objects that we all lose before we turn in and read about cheese. Um, it is so fantastic. I really appreciate this. I love them. I love them so much. Yes, and yes, there's a lid too, Toads. Isn't it fantastic? Just, oh, and look at this layering, how this wonderful washing machine is designed. There are knobs. It is such a nice idea. Yes, indeed, Priscilla. Look, fabric there. Beautiful. Washing detergent, I'm sure. Yes, it is. It is precisely, it's slot commitments, and you have to consider um, what it is that Siladis is designing here. What we're seeing. Ocean breeze. Oh, you crack me up. This is so funny. Uh, you're so witty and so hilarious. I hope everybody else is giggling too. This is so fantastic, everyone. A washing machine with laundry. Yes, so and that is indeed hilarious and fantastic. I really appreciate this. And everything is so purposefully placed. And again, we're met with details, tiny little details, all of which um you know tell us about the life the inhabitant of this abode leads, and just give us an idea of the utilitarian approach too. But there's life here, there's life here, and those are the signs. Mm. No, and I know there are show apartments where you have beautiful, glorious pieces that just are impeccable and a beauty to behold for different reasons. But I find this so beautiful and so glorious and fantastic that you make these choices and decide to place these things to create a washing machine and all these things as little cherries on top that make me very happy to see. Not only do you create such amazing abodes, but you also show that they are inhabited, lived in, and you do this by utilizing very tiny small pieces. All of you do this, by the way. Every single one of you do this, and it is another sign for this abundance of passion, joy, love, um, and maybe obsession you all share for housing. And recreating something interesting and special that, in this case, architecture, obsession, yes. What do I mean, obsession? No, no, nobody is obsessed here. um, sometimes I feel like people think, oh, they're obsessed, but it depends on how you say it. I have such a lovely, wonderful obsession with you. Is a very different thing, is it not? No, nobody is obsessed here at all. But there are certain societies for rubble and all sorts of these kinds of things. So no obsessions, none whatsoever. Mm. Oh, you guys, all the giggles, all the laughter. And why? Because tiny little things, they all matter. And guys, this, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, y'all, not only do we have an amazing, wonderful washing machine, no, look, a tiny, lovely kitchen with a little oven here. Can you see? The oven has a knob. There's a little knob. Oh, look. And a stove, also with knobs. Also really, really tiny pieces. And utensils there, and herbs. And of course, there is a little wonderful sink and a couple of dishes. Two burners. Oh, look. English breakfast, it seems, in Tokyo. We have eggs, ham, and sausage. Now all that's missing is toast, I think. Oh, fantastic. I really appreciate this so much. This is so elegant. Look, everybody. Just look, the little knobsies here. Because two of them you have to have because there's two burners. Can you see? An actual flame going and all that. This is so fantastic. And beautiful, beautiful bottle there placed as well. And up there in the little shelf, can you see the lighting? Necrom lamps, fantastic lamps, by the way. There's more dishes there. Utilizing all the space that you have in a very tiny, tiny apartment. Oh, glorious. Beautiful use here also for the furnishings. Very inventive. Yeah, so many little details. So many tiny little details in this amazing little abode. Oh, and more little ingredients. Yes, me too. It's also very elegantly illuminated. I mean, I will say that these particular lamps, I think before them, a lot of people used the vampiric lamps too. And I know, for instance, dear Irene used the vampiric lamps too in this particular way, except she would have them in the floor in her amazing abodes. Um, what what a what a beautiful idea. I really appreciate this. This is so fantastic. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting, Siladis. I've seen it in your showcase. I had a little sneak. Yes, of course, why not? And I have talked about recycling. And of course, when you um, find a cobble that works for you and it works in a certain build, it can work in another. And why not recycle? Of course, please always recycle. And I've also spoken about recycling in connection to screenshot builds and to in connection to the conversation I had in the Fantastic Creatures special, that you can, when you have done with your build and you have made your screenshots, You can scrap it and start afresh, utilizing the same furnishings. Sometimes that is an option. Oh, this is also perfection, right? In the tiniest space, you have a very, very tiny kitchen. Yes, yes, Shimina. All about it. Yes, you all have to come here and visit in person. Oh, lovely flowers again. And I've spoken about placing flowers, individual flowers, into vases, into little containers. They sometimes really do not want to comply and are really fiddly. Oh, this is so darling and so sweet. It is so lovely. Look, everyone, look. Ah, and another lovely shelf, nicely filled. There are lovely figurines up there too. Ah, and more yarn and fabric. Mm, I really appreciate filling shelves. This is so, so lovely and fantastic. Glorious choices. Beautiful carpet choice here too. And what an amazing painting. And I see a steaming hot bath there off yonder in the distance. Lovely, lovely lighting. Oh, how beautiful. How very, very beautiful. Hmm. Oh, wow. Lots of towels here, very important. And more towels on a little chair. Very Japanese to have a little chair. Ah, we have a sink with a drain and a lovely faucet. Fantastic. Can you see everyone? A little brush there. More lovely, wonderful oils and soaps, perchance. Very elegant cobble here too. I really appreciate that sink. All the towels. And a lovely, wonderful mirror, wonderful lighting here too. Really, really elegant and glorious. And a very nice hot bathtub. Amazing! Fantastic! And there's a little bit of privacy too. And this is such an interesting architectural idea, right? To have windows all over so that there is an illusion that there's wide open space too. Toad's magic. See, that is magic. Yes, how? How? And I was meandering about this architectural idea of utilizing windows to evoke this idea of space, vast expanses, even that you can glance at, but at the same time, you're in a very tiny, small, small space. Yes. See, Lattice, what kind of magic did you use? How did you make this happen? Right, right. But I mean, that is quite difficult to do. Right? I mean, you have to incorporate the walls and the staircase. Um, so that it makes a lot of sense. I really love the bathtub here and this wonderful bathroom. In the layout, mm, or shall we say the layout of the apartment is quite interesting. I mean, you do have squarish um sort of um place, but the staircase is inside, right? And the apartment is all around. What is this? I see, I see. What happens if we push this button? That's fantastic. How lovely. Yes, quite interesting that there are niches into the wall where the staircase doesn't um yeah, where you don't have the staircase going into, so you can have the washing machine and your kitchen pushed into that space, but everything else is around that square. So that's quite fascinating, and of course you have a lot of window space here, again creating or evoking this idea that there's a lot of room here or a vastness. But in reality, of course, that is not the case. What a lovely bathroom. I can't get over it. And I have glimpse already added, but I'm fairly certain we shall be able to see it from the other side. I can't get over this. I really appreciate this. Oh, you have done such a brilliant job here. It is so glorious. Can it be? I I had a glimpse at it already. Is there really? Look! Oh yay! I'm I'm so sorry everybody, but I really do enjoy toilets. They are a very mundane thing, I know. We all have it, we all use it. It is a part of our daily routine and our daily being. But somehow, I mean, until recently, they haven't existed. And so all of you went and designed your own. And this in particular, it's the golden ribbed Lou. Yay! Oh, I love this so much. This is fantastic. How lovely. And there's, of course, toilet paper. Lots of toilet paper, very important. Ah, and a little book there to be read. Fantastic. I love this so much. Can you see more books up here? All the books. I mean, if you're here, maybe you had a little something that disagreed with you. You gotta read. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's all right. That's all right. always come back to it later. I really love that you have so much so much toilet paper here. I mean, the dress cup, right? But everybody knows it's toilet paper. Or, I mean, a lot of you have also found different uses for the dress cup. I really appreciate that. Oh, I'm so thrilled, Siladis. I love it so much. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. Oh, oh, fantastic. You have such what a glorious apartment, everyone. What a glorious minimalistic utilitarian yet so cozy and beautiful apartment filled with so much joy, happiness and adoration, passion for this thing called ESO housing. It is fantastic. It is lovely. Yes, you've done a brilliant job here with the toilet, and the apartment is fantastic too. It's even glorious. All right, Priscilla. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely, lovely night. Buonanotte. Have glorious, wonderful dreams. And I shall see you next time, hopefully. Also, say hi to your lovely, wonderful, significant other. Aww. This is so sweet. Oh, even translating it to everybody, this is the sweetest thing, Priscilla. So, so sweet. Yes, of course. Of course. Very good point, Siladis. If you have something you can share, even if it's just toilet paper, share with your neighbors. Being kind goes a long way. It really does. Ah, how fantastic. Hmm. Oh, Priscilla, it's so sweet to have you here all the time. I'm so thrilled. And yes, do say good night and yeah, all the kind wishes to your lovely, wonderful partner. All the hugs for you. Hmm. Such a lovely, wonderful place. Oh, yes. And they have so much toilet paper here. Look. Can you see? That is a lot of toilet paper. They wanted to be extra sure. Um, Also extra sure they have enough to share. This is so lovely. The golden rimmed toilet, everybody. I can't get over it. It is so fantastic. Also, really appreciate this particular piece here. Fantastic wall decoration. Ah, and of course, you have a little handle for the toilet paper too. In half a year. Um, I have seen there are a couple of other houses on my nifty little list. And don't be shy, everybody. If you want to add your houses, you can utilize the form and it will pop up on my list and I shall go there. I shall visit in due course. Um, so yes, and of course, I am trying to catch up, but I think maybe catching up is the wrong word. I am making my way, slowly snailing through all of your lovely, wonderful abodes. Um, and in due course, I shall arrive at them all at some point, and And I'm so glad all of you keep me so busy with them. And my aim is to, if the month permits, to do at least one slow walk per month. The next house you added, I'll have a look see. And darling, you are always making me blush, and it is very, very sweet. Let's see. Let's see. So the next one I have of you, Siladis, is the Quondam Indurilla. I'm not saying the title unless you need to know the title, then because the title is amazing. Fantastic. So yeah, there are a couple of yours um, still on that list. Of a lot of you others as well. And do not worry, I shall get to them all. It's just going to take me a while. And in the meantime, don't be shy. You can, of course, enter into the little form if you have a house you wish to be snailed through. And if you have forgotten one, that's all right. I'm happy to check the list for you, the plural, the lists for you, and then we can be sure. Yes, I'm so thrilled. This is such a lovely place, and this has been quite a journey today. I feel like it's been an amazing journey. Oh, and of course, I will turn the time back to where I found it. This was normal time, but it was not normal time. I think we were here on afternoon. Yes, that is where we entered. mm. Oh, really? Oh, really? So that is going to be very interesting then, everyone. I'm very thrilled. I'm always curious what you guys design, wherever you decide to participate, whether it is in a slow walk or a Crips episode. You should know that in April, I'm going to do a Crips episode. This time it's themed around anything spring. So if you have anything springy, it can also be a guild hall or a house that is designed to host activities a guild wants to host, for instance. That could be an auction or a party house. If it has anything to do remotely with spring, it will fit. You can message me in a DM, or you can put it into the Ethereus Art Discord, because that is the guild I'm doing it with. And you should see it in house tours if you are on the Ethereus Art Discord. You should see it there. And anything spring goes. If you have the first picnic of spring with still a little bit of snow on the slopes of a lovely, lovely mountainside, that will fit. If you have the first garden party with early bloomers, cherry trees, and the likes, for instance, that will work. anything spring related to you, anything that makes sense to you in regards to spring. Also, what does spring look like down under? That could also be fitting. So don't be shy, message me. If you know someone who has houses like that too, um, give them a little poke or a little boop in the right direction, and maybe they will wind up on my nifty little list. The poem builds go. So I am currently editing like a madwoman. So I'm done filming. No, no, I'm not scrapping it. I'm recording. So I have, I think, two more to record to get really good recordings. But I have done audio recording for all of them already. So that's in the can. I am editing that particular part because, you know, when you read something, you might make a few mistakes, and I have to edit out the breathing part. You know, in these, it sounds like you don't breathe, but it, yeah, it doesn't help in an audio, so that's why I usually edit it out. And yeah, I'm blowing up the sound a little bit because the microphone that I use is different. So it's not scrapped at all. If you have other poetry, if you have other builds that are synced with that, so if you have something that fits literature and housing, it is still going. You can add your designs there as well. Um, Remember, please, if you want to utilize a specific piece of literature, it has to be in the public domain. Otherwise, we are getting into trouble with copyright, and we do not want to deal with copyright. So, yes, still going. And there, there are quite a number of them in there. And I had to, I think I did 3 or 4 takes for um, all of them because I wanted to make sure I'm getting the mood right. So yeah, I love doing that. It's so much fun. It's so much fun for me. It takes a while, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. No, not butchering them. I hope I'm doing them justice. um, yeah, so still there's a little bit of recording that still needs to happen, but besides that, mostly editing. So I'm in the post-production editing part of it, and once I'm ready to release, you will see a message. Oh no! Well, you guys do this. It's I'm just the lady with the camera, and yes, when it comes to literature, I'm paying extra attention to how it's read and all that, and I really love doing that because I like to play around with words a lot. It's very joyful for me, but you are the ones deciding, okay, I have something that fits this, and it is in the public domain either because you wrote it yourself, like you, Silaris, or maybe because it's Jane Austen or Jane Eyre, or maybe it is Oscar Wilde, or maybe you have something entirely different, but that's also in the public domain. So, yes, still going. And I am also working on more audio to be released this year. Um, I have had a couple of suggestions by people who have shared either childhood favorites or favorites in general that they have found an adoration for. So yeah, and for some of those, I still need a little bit more time to read them and do them justice and giving it all the respect the piece needs or deserves, or both. So yes, all projects still going. So the next things or the next items on the list, basically, I have mentioned already. So DDA is hosting this lovely, wonderful anniversary. And of course, the House Folio is going to continue doing wonderful showcases. So certain results you can hear. You have hopefully seen the links either to YouTube or to Spotify, because certain audio only things are going to be on audio only platforms. But what we just discussed will, of course, be on YouTube. So there's that. I just want to remind all of you, don't forget to participate. And I know some of you are still in hibernation, maybe, and slowly, just very, very slowly waking up. And I know also that it is a hectic time and you mustn't feel pressured. I'm just glad all of you are here participating in this capacity here with me, with all of you. And I can't say how much I appreciate this. And thank you so much, Siladis. Thank you so, so much for opening your door here, for adding so much joy and gloriousness into this very, very tiny space, opening it up for all of us to come visit. And all of you, you should all come visit and bring all your friends. Show them around, gaze out at this lovely, amazing, gorgeous view, and also play around with the time of day setting. And of course, if you could be so kind and leave the apartment as you found it, peruse away in the cheeses of Tamriel, of course. Aw, yes, of course. It was my pleasure, Siladis. It was my distinct pleasure to seeing all of you lovely people's homes tonight. Winnie's, Shimina's, and you, Siladis. It's been really fantastic, and what a journey. We started out at an adventurous haul, set out on a magnificent excavation, diving deep into humanity, really, discovering things, learning things, being mesmerized too. And then we have come here, ascending to extreme heights into tiny spaces filled with so much passion, joy, and happiness, and with a spectacular view. Truly, truly magnificent. And of course, all of you, when you come here and bring all your friends, you must find your favorite spot. You must favorite and recommend and send Siladis here only kind messages, messages of appreciation. And maybe if you have questions, then send those too.